Okay, right. So, thank you, and let's begin. So, again, a beautiful Murli, as always. What to say about Murli? Each and every Murli is really amazing and giving us a lot of chance to introspect and dive deep within. So, this Murli is originally the 1st of May, 1585. Sorry, 84. Yeah, so it's the 1st of May, and the title itself reminded me of something because a few days ago, in one of the slogans or blessing, either of things Baba mentioned about this. Yeah, it was the blessing. Sorry, the slogan. So, well, the title is about expanse and essence. Very beautiful that in Hindi, two beautiful words. The essence is the sa, and the expanse is the vista. Beautiful rhyming words. And all of us know on a very broad level what is the essence. The essence is everything about the soul consciousness, all the subtleties which we try to practice. That is the essence. And we know it's difficult to be essenseful because when you're trying to speak to someone in a conversation as well, people tell, oh, be essenseful. Tell me precise, be precise. We try to expand a lot. And the second, what is expanse? Expanse is all about the knowledge which the soul has. There is this recording of 84 births in the soul, which is the expanse. And remember, each and every birth, the soul, if you exclude those 21 births, whereby each and everyone lives 150 years average, each birth, 150 years, is an expansive recording, you can imagine. You can just visualize actually. And then after that, the 63 births from copper age till now, till the one birth before becoming a Brahmin. We know the average life expectancy from copper is around 100 years, and then it gradually starts decreasing. So whatever, so the 5,000 years entire journey which the soul takes, that is the expanse, and the essence is the soul itself. So coming to the slogan which a few days ago was mentioned, and it struck me a lot when I read this title. That slogan was Baba said, I'll say it in Hindi first. I always like to say the Hindi words first because it gives you a perspective of Baba's language. And then obviously we do translate in English. So Baba said, सार है आपके आपकी साधना and सभी साधन है आपका विस्तार. And you know, Baba also says in Hindi that साधनों की उधेड़ बुन में या साधन यूज करते करते अपनी साधना को कम मत करो. Now, this sadhan basically means all the facilities which Baba has given us. Baba has given us tremendous facilities. It could be anything which you want to imagine in this modern technology, scientific world, full of gadgets of science, which are there to be used. Obviously, we should be using because, like this Zoom itself, it's also a technology which is connecting us on that level. But whilst using them, Baba said in that slogan, what is the hal of the sadhana? I mean, what is the status of your tapasya? Are you doing adequate tapasya? So, this Murli is also reminding us that Baba says uh, the beauty of the essence is the expansion. So, here, in one way, he's again trying to say the expansion is very good enough because the essence is the seed. The seed is hidden, you can't see the seed. But what you can see is the expanse, and he's comparing it with the tree. And a little bit churning, which I did about the tree, I'll take you in the later part about the tree. That a tree, if you start from the seed and go up to right the fruit, because that is the last part, and the first part is the seed. And again, this cycle completes because the fruit has seed in it, right? I'll take you through that journey that in our life as well, what is the seed of the fruit? I mean, what is the seed of the tree actually? And then after the seed, when those two small, it germinates, then you get a small twig. And followed by that, then you have the expanse of the trunk. then the branches, the leaves, and the leaves give rise to flowers, and finally the fruit. So I'll explain in a little bit of churning which I have done. I'll do that later. But coming to the Murli, Baba had spoken that about decoration, about Shringar, that we are the decoration. Baba says the children are my decoration. So here Baba is saying that there's so many variety children, and the splendor of the variety is definitely the decoration of the tree, right? So when you look at a tree in its expansive form, you can see there are so many variety things, as I told you, the mighty trunk, the branches, the leaves, so on and so forth. But Baba said it's the fruit, and the fruit is the form of the essence that is powerful. So any tree, for example, if it's a mango tree, though I look at the expanse, but the essence is the fruit. And when I taste the fruit, the mango tree, which is the ripe mango, not the raw one, the ripe mango, when I taste that fruit, that's the essence of that entire tree. And you see, when we say essence, also see when you take a leaf of a particular tree, you try to crumble that leaf, try to sort of crumble it and rub it on your skin with your fingers, and then try to smell. And then looking at that smell, that's the essence of that leaf, right? From the essence, we try to make out, oh, this is a mango tree, this is a lemon tree, so on and so forth, jackfruit tree. And particularly, I'm speaking about the trees which give you fruit, the fruits ones. So, looking at the mighty expanse of the tree, what gives us power or what gives us that juicy taste of the fruit is the sorry. Yeah, you go up on the volume.
Yeah, please. Kirisatan is saying she is barely hearing it.
Is everyone also able to not hear? Because I'm speaking from the mobile. I'll just keep it close to my face now. I think now it should be fine.
Yeah,
Is it
it's
okay?
fine. It's fine for me. Yeah.
Okay, okay,
Okay.
fine.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. So it just reminds me that the fruit in the tree is the one which is very important, and that's the essence. Baba says the form of essence. So sar ka swarup, sar swarup is that fruit. And fruit can be taken in many other ways. Like Baba says, in Hindi we say fruit is called as meva. So Baba says seva ka meva. When we serve anyone, we automatically receive the instant fruit. And that instant fruit, Baba says pratyaksh phal. Whenever we serve anyone, what is the instant fruit we get? You can start writing in the chat box if you wish. Let me just see if any other thing is coming in the chat box. Not yet. So in the essence of the seva and the meva, instant fruit which we get is the happiness, the contentment. Yeah. So Bijit Bhai wrote immediately when I also said. So spot on. So that's what shows that even any subject for that matter also has not only the essence, but it also has the expansion. So let's look at a few. I'm not going to take each and every point of the Murli. It's a manthan. So I'm not going to revise the entire Murli because Baba has met two zones. He's met Karnataka and he's also met Delhi. And later he's meeting the mothers and he's spoken a lot to the mothers. But let me just come to Delhi first. And this Murli also is very important because it was spoken about one almost a year after D.D. Manmohani left the body. So D.D. Manmohani left on around 28th of July 1983. And why I'm speaking about her, why do I remember her in this Murli? She was the foundation stone of, or she was the foundation of the North Indian service, particularly Delhi. And also with D.D. Manmohani, who was actually, we must say, the zone in charge that time of looking after the entire northern areas of India. But the service started with two other souls. Just type, let me see what answers we get in the chat box. So, can you tell who was the one to give you more hints? But I'll first give you the question. If you're not getting it, then I'll go in the hints so that you also start churning. Who are the ones who are the foundation stones who started the service in Delhi? Very specific question, Delhi. Two souls always used to be together, two dadis, obviously, and Baba used to address them together. So I've given you one big hint and started in Delhi. Still not coming in the chat box. Second hint, uh, second clue rather. So they started the service along the banks of the Jamuna River. So now I think it should come definitely now. You all need to know this little bit of history of the Yajna. Is it coming? Not yet. I'll give you a minute or so. So these two dadis always used to be combined. As we used to say Didi and Dadi, that is Didi Manmohini and Dadi Prakashmani. Okay, Om Bhai is saying Didi Manmohini. I said no, it's a different soul. No, no, you all are going in a different direction, Dadi said, but it's good you all are writing something. Didi Manmohini was for the entire zone. Usha Behan is saying Dadi Chandramani, she was for the zone of Punjab, right, but not from the bases where it started on the banks of Jamuna. I'm very specific because Baba mentioned about Jamuna in this Murli as well, because the Rajdhani, the capital city. Okay, Bijit Bhai is going to not Kunj, it's Kunj. It's Kunj, but it's not even Kunj. She was more in the Bihar side. Well, okay, let's go further. So it is basically Har Gange Dadi. Har Gange was Har was Manohar Indra Dadi, who was the director of Gyan Sarovar for quite a while before Nirmala Didi came in. And Girija Behan is saying Gangat, not Gangat, it's Gange Dadi. Maybe it's a spelling mistake. Yeah. The second is Gange Dadi. So both these Dadis, they are instrumental. And remember, if you look at the service now in Delhi, it's so expansive. There are, you can say, more than 100 centers in the entire what you call city of Delhi. It includes the NCR as well, the National Capital Region around Delhi. But at that time, when I'm speaking of, uh, I would say maybe not 1969, because 1969 Baba became Avyakt. This was way before that. Even Mama went to Delhi. So it is when they had come to India, when the Yagya transferred, and you all know the day is, you all should know, it was 5/5/50, 5th of May, 1950. Was it 1950? Yeah, 1950. And then the beggary part started, and then so it is somewhere around early 50s, 50, 1950, 51, 52, that time. So when Baba asked these souls to go on service, and you all know, no center at all. Both these were so tyagi and tapasvi, in the sense, so much of renunciation and sacrifice they had done. Both these dadis, they came with only a few clothes. And when I say few, it may be just 2 or 3 pairs of clothes, right? With nothing else, not much of money, hardly any money. And when they came for service here, they came along the banks of Jamuna. And you all know stories over there. I'm not going into big stories, but there was a Kushti guy, a bodybuilder guy who used to practice his exercise and all that over there. And somehow or the other, they got a small room over there where this brother used to practice sort of his workout for bodybuilding. And they were used to be in this small room. And then slowly the name spread far and wide that there are two sisters who are in the white and they do some satsang, and they do some meditation, and it's very beautiful. We feel very nice. And few Matajis. Marwadi Mataji is famous. Why Marwadi? Because Marwadi Matajis, the Marwadi mothers are quite well off in those good olden days now as well, and they have their big, big bungalows. So a few Marwari Matas started coming here, and then they tried to peep into the kitchen. There was no kitchen as such, it was just one room where they used to conduct the meditation, do a little bit of course, and so on. And there was another room inside, sort of technically a kitchen. There was obviously a parda, a curtain was there. So once they asked, can we see in the kitchen? What do you have in the store? Because that Marwari Mata was wanting to give something to them. So she said, no, so do you want something for the kitchen, for cooking? She said, no, no, we have everything. Both the Didis, Gange Dadi and not both the dadis, Gange Dadi and Manoharendra. So, I mean, she was a bit surprised that Mataji, that let me see what they are cooking and what they are eating, just out of interest. So she said, no, no, it's okay. Gange Dadi said, we have everything. She said, okay, let me just have a peep in the kitchen. So she went inside the kitchen and there was absolutely nothing. And she used to ask them, what do you all cook? There is, I can't see any vegetable, I can't see any dal or rice or whatever. She said, no, we have this one tomato, one or two tomatoes. We'll make this a gravy and a little bit of flour is there, wheat flour. I'll make a few rotis too, and then we can have it, and that serves our purpose. So the Marwari Mata was totally amazed, and this was like, and so many days they were just eating this. So imagine what days they have seen. So when I'm telling you this story, that is the essence. And when the expanse happened of the seva, then you can imagine now, like there's a big retreat center, ORC. So when we book our tickets, flight, whatever, or railway, we always speak to them beforehand and we reserve our room or so on and so forth. We want an attached bathroom. And imagine when here service was just starting, it was so essential. There was not even a proper residence. And they used to, there was no proper bathroom as well, no washroom attached. Like, okay, they used to go in the common bathrooms and washrooms to whatever. And that coming back to that gentleman, the gym guy, the bodybuilder, so he also was like quite amazed, and he used to think that they are devis in one way. So he used to go and touch their feet and used to say, please bless me that tomorrow is my competition day, and if I win in the competition, then I will give so much of prasad. And he incidentally won, and then therefore his faith in these dadis grew, and this way the yagya service started. So now let me be also essential and come back to why I'm telling you this big story, expansive story, is like Baba says, in the essence, you have everything. So the foundation of Delhi, which started with these two souls, and then it went on so many centers. Didi Manmohani then became the zone in charge. And then, of course, your answers are in one way right. Dadi Chandramani went to the Punjab, and Baba used to call her Shere Punjab. Kunj Dadi and many others, Rukmini Dadi. Rukmini Dadi was also one of the big time souls who left the body just 4 5 years ago. Both of Rukmini Dadi and Kunj Dadi, they served in UP and Bihar as well. And also, how can we forget Dadi Gulzar, a very important soul. She spent a lot of time in Delhi and along with her Lokik mother, that was all-rounder Dadi. So when I now let me come back to the Murli per se. So what Baba says about fruit. So when we look at the mighty tree, so let me give you a few corollaries. It's a nice way to churn about the tree and how a tree is so significant. So let me tell you, if you look at the tree, the first thing is the seed. So Baba says, uh, the seed is me, that is Baba. Shiv Baba is the seed of everything. And then from the seed, you see a twig comes out, and from the seed also, internally, the roots expand. So what are these roots? So, if someone can consider the roots of a tree are our heritage, these are our family. So, our Brahmin family, our ancestor souls, all these are the heritage, right, which we inherit. Varsa, that's a beautiful word which we say heritage and inheritance, Varsa, which we get. And it is the source of everything. So, it is from that seed and from the roots that the tree gets nourishment. So, same thing, it is Baba, that is the main seed, and the roots are all these ancestor souls. And therefore, if you remember in the Kalpa tree figure, it is all these souls which are shown in the roots, the Mama and Baba sitting in the center and surrounded by all the ancestor souls. Then this basically the roots become the, as I said, the source of nourishment, and we are nourished through what? Through values and strengths. So basically, guna and shakti, virtues and powers. Then, when you look at the ground on which this tree is planted, so what is this ground? It is this Seva ground where all these ancestor souls went. So it is all those places where you live and work. So if you look at the tree coming up from the roots now and the seed come up on the ground level, so ground, you can see if it's a mighty oak tree or a mighty banyan tree, you can see it is spread out on a lot of ground space. So that ground is my space of seva where I live, where I work, and all the activities which I do. So that is in one way that. Then further, you go up to the mighty trunk. What does the trunk signify? Trunk means something strength, something powerful. So it is all my professional skills and abilities. It is my personal strengths and qualities, all that which make my life's foundation strong. So that's the mighty trunk. And therefore, the trunk you can see is always so big and massive. And as we go further from the trunk, branches keep coming. And what are these branches? We say a bank is a main bank in a city, and it has many sub branches. So these branches represent my hopes, my dreams, my aspirations, my wishes, and all these, which basically including my goal as well. So, what is my hope? What is my dream? What is my wish? That I want to become complete and perfect like Baba, right? And that's my final goal as well, to enter the golden age and become like Lakshmi Narayan. So these branches are nothing but that's what they represent, my hopes and aspirations and dreams. Then from the branches, if you go further, so I'm now going from the essence to expanse because Baba said the beauty lies in the expanse, right? From the branches, then you can see leaves coming up, right? Small leaf. A singular is a leaf and then leaves. And what are these leaves? Leaves are these significant people in my life. And when I say the word leave, Leave, right? It's an English word. Leave also means to go away, right? So it is all those people in our life who have either gone away or who are still there in my life, but they have made a significant impact in my life. And I sort of gain support from them because before a flower emerges on a fruit, it is the leaf which comes first. And the leaf also is the source of support because see, a flower and a fruit, they are very fragile, very delicate. So they need a support, and this support comes from the trunk, but trunk gives it to the branches. So the branch is a very important support system in one way. So all these branches and followed by the leaves. Leaves also give support to the flowers, right? Because if a leaf is not there, a flower will not get support. So that's the leaf where you draw the support from. And leaves means those significant people in my life. And finally, in the end, after the leaf, we get the flower and then the fruit. Remember, flower is the first flower and then the fruit. And what is this flower? The blossoming flowers which are there. These are the gifts which I give to people, right? Usually, when we meet and greet people, we give them flowers, bouquets, right? We don't give them fruits. So we give them flowers. So, flower is the first thing which comes, and it is the precursor of fruit. It is before the fruit. So, flowers is all the seva which I have done, and therefore, Baba says that flower is the gift which you are giving to people. And then finally, fruits are what I get back in return. So, whatever seva I do, uska meva comes later. So there is no meva without seva, remember. Okay, meva can't come first, fruit can't come first, seva will come first. So same thing, flowers will come first, the seva which I do for others, and then I get back in return the service of the fruit, sorry, the fruit of the service, and that is nothing but Baba says fal, and you remember in Hindi we call this fal as fruit, and in the word safal, safalta, when we say it's the word itself, fruit is there. So, okay, so to cut the story short, why I told you all this big, yeah, BK Om Bhai is saying also good wishes for everyone. Yeah, perfect. So, I tried to just tell you, it's already getting 5:30 now. I might as well stop and take your sharings. So, in short, Baba, I just tried to take you in the form of a tree, try to understand that how the essence, which is the seed and the roots, is directly linked to the last bit, that is the fruit. And it's a journey going from the seed and roots to the fruit, from root to fruit, we can say that way. And there were quite a few other things Baba said in this Murli, which took us into that river Jamuna, and he mentioned about Gopi Vallabh. And here it is also, Didi's name was Gopi. Didi Manmohini's original name was Gopi, the Lokik name. So Baba spoke about Delhi, and here I forgot that Baba said that you are wearing a crown of responsibility, which is um, Zimmewari ka Taj. There are many Tajas, I'm not going in that detail, but Baba says, as a Delhi resident, you are the one who are wearing the crowns of responsibility because the seva has started here. And then there was another group of Karnataka. Karnatak, it's a beautiful word again, Hindi word you can say, Natak Karna. Baba says Karnataka plays the part very well. And they said that they have two, Baba says that there are many rich souls in Karnataka, but they not only are rich in the sense money wise, fame wise, but they also have a lot of devotion. So Baba said that both these things, when they come together, bhavna and position. Bhavna means lot of faith in Baba or faith in even the path of devotion. And position, when they come together, a lot of VIPs can come out. And I'm sure you all know, and you all should now write down. My question is, last question for you all. Who was the foundation stone or foundation for service? Which Dadi in Bengaluru, Karnataka? I'm sure this should come. Yeah, we have quite a few South Indians. Yeah, who's that? Yeah, Hriday Pushpa. Your voice is always very low, but anyway, I heard it. So it's Hriday Pushpa Dadi. Thank you, Vijit Bhai. Yeah, Pushpa Dadi. Yeah, she used to be called sort of in a shortcut Pushpa Dadi, but it's Hriday Pushpa. So there you are. So this Murli is all about remembering about these souls who have done a lot. And the story about Hriday Pushpa Dadi goes, she didn't speak any other language apart from a little bit of Hindi. She used to basically speak Hindi, no English. So you remember this story, like Kannada people used to come in front of her. Dadi doesn't know Kannada, the Kannada people don't know Hindi, how to interact. So she used to say in English only few words, I soul, keeping the finger at the forehead, you soul, and remember supreme soul. Like that, these were the few words. And people just came into Gyan like that because Dadi's yoga was very powerful. And Dadi Hriday Pushpa has seen many tough days in her life, a lot of papers she had to go through. So I think I'll stop here. And finally, Baba was meeting the mothers. Today's Avyakt Murli, not this one, the one which is coming, is all about how to get off the limited bondages. And Baba is saying same thing about bondages in this Murli as well to the mothers, that do you want to, you're an unlimited service. So do you want to end your bondages in a second? He's addressing the mothers. Last Sunday Murli and this today Sunday's Murli also 2005, November, October. Baba is saying that now the time has really come close. Until when will you now remove those subtle bondages of yours which you have? And whilst looking at the expanse, and a beautiful expanse, it is, don't forget the seed. Baba always says that, right? Okay. So I'll stop here. Thank you so much for your interactions. And if you have any other things, please feel free to share. We have 10 more minutes, 10 for 15 minutes. Thank you.
Om Shanti Manojpa. I'm just trying to, after this Murli, when this Murli was read for the first time, I tried to really study the Kalpavriksha tree again because I always believed it as the seed is the supreme soul. And the souls that connect to that seed once again, that is when the Kalpa repeats, they draw strength from it They regain their original qualities and then a new sapling is formed. That was what I always understood about the tree. But when here Baba explained about the essence, he says, is the fruit. So does that come after the expansion, after the decoration, after the whole tree? That means the final thing which you get, that fruit, are that the children? Because in that same paragraph at the end, when Baba has mentioned whether you are souls of the expansion or your souls which form the essence, both belong to the Father and both have become his children, which is what even I had asked in our previous session. How can the souls of the expansion be equal to the souls that are the form of essence? And how can both belong to the Father? Because the souls which draw strength from the seed only get back the original qualities. Just that two lines, if you could clarify at the end of the first paragraph, where it's given both have become his children and both belong to the Father. And then he ends also with that paragraph, however, devotees receive only temporary food and children receive right. It was sounding for me a little contradictory. If you could just throw some light on it, please. Manoj Bhai, you heard me?
Yes, I heard you. Sorry, I was on
Okay.
the mute, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll just try to explain this. Nothing much of contradiction here. So the first thing is the seed is Baba. All of us know it's incognito. Now, how does this seed, if you look at a Lokik seed also in life, how does this seed come back into sort of the rotation? How will this side recycle? Only when it first forms a tree through all that entire process, and then when it goes in the fruit, and the fruit also has a lot of seeds in it, right? So same thing Baba is trying to say, that the expanse is of all the children, and everyone are children of Baba. Even the souls who are not in knowledge are also Baba's souls. We see in the tree where they are in different branches. But if you look at the ancestor souls, they are with Baba down doing a lot of tapasya. And then finally, that other souls also, which Baba is saying are my seeds, they are in the fruit. So you remember one more Murli, Baba says that the ancestor souls, they have done a lot of work, they have put in a lot of effort, and that time they didn't have a lot of facilities, sadhan were not there. And now you all have come in this age where you all have come at the time of eating makhan, right? At the time of eating butter. Here everything is ready-made for us. As I give you an example, that wherever we are going for service, also everything is ready-made. The stage is there, you are going to stay, everything in the big center, blah blah, all that is taken care of. So everyone's part is so different, and we just have to be content with whatever parts we are playing. Because I can't compare my part with, like, say, Didi Manmohini. Oh, had I come at Didi Manmohini's time? No. My part is so different. Same thing, Didi Manmohini can't come now because she's a part of an advanced party soul, correct? So in short, the answer is that fruit, which is the end part of any tree, it also has seeds in it. And then that fruit has to be planted again, the seed has to be planted again for another tree to come up. So this way is the cycle which goes off of tree and seed. And same thing Baba says, speaks about, that I am the seed, Shiv Baba, and you all children are also the seeds. And I am incognito, but you seeds are present in the fruit. And Baba is a Nishkam Sevadhari, in the sense he absolutely has no kamna, no desire to be known, no desire for name and fame. Unlike we children, we are pratyaksh, we are revealed in front of the world, while Baba is not revealed. So I think it's a beautiful corollary if we take it in that aspect, right?
So the leaves and branches are the expansion.
Absolutely. That's what
So
we
I
see.
cannot expect them to come on recycle.
Come on.
Recycle. That is, as you said, the seed in the fruit again goes to the roots.
Yeah, but the
Yeah.
thing is, the seed which is there in the fruit, it can only
Hmm.
be revealed after it goes through the process of the trunk, the branch, and the leaf, right? So
Okay.
everything is so interconnected that way.
No, I found it something new. That is why I
Yeah.
asked you. Thank you
So as
very
I said,
much.
like, yeah, no problem. And as I said, it's like just a churning of everyone is so different. So, in short, the essence here of whatever we are discussing is that whatever expanse we are seeing is so beautiful, but the essence is in the seed. And unless the seed, we go into the seed stage also of meditation, all this is so fickle. So, more important is
Yeah.
the seed. Yeah.
Because I want all, when he said all are my children, no, I really liked it. I never
Mm,
liked those people who have not seen Baba. So when he said that sentence, all are this, but still I just wanted to clarify. Thank you,
mm,
Manoj.
sure. Yes. So, anyone else? Yeah. 540. Right, so all of you are in the essence-full stage, good. In the seed stage, practicing silence, good. So should we just move on to meditation rather?
I think yes, Manoj, if there are no questions, we can probably wait for a while and then move to meditation. Yes. Thank you.
Yes. Let's play some, let's share some soft music again. And so what we'll do is in this, again, I'm not going to give you a commentary. All of you are expert meditators yourself. I don't need to give you a guided commentary. But what we'll select the theme for the meditation is try to be in this seed stage, in the volcanic stage, which Baba says, Jwalamukhi Yoga, and try to experience the seed stage and see what beautiful experiences you get. Thank you, Om Shanti.
Thank you, Papa. Thank you, Manoj Bhai. Thank you, Divine Family. We shall connect again tomorrow at 5 a.m. So until then, you all have a blissful day. Om Shanti.